It's good, 3 whites. Good job, Tom. On our blue platform, Tom Beatty is our lifter from Blaine, Minnesota. That team committee, you're on deck. Mark Montenegro will be number 3. Zach Carr is number 4.
Good.
On the red, Elton Smith stands up the weight.
Right on, right on.
Lift.
Right on longer, judges.
Lights, attack. 3 whites, still in there, Elton. Good job. Okay, on the red, Zach Schmidt is our lifter from Oro Valley, Arizona. 195 kilos, playing still on deck. Troy Anderson is number 3 on the red. On the blue, we have Tom Beatty, that team committee, and Mark Montenegro in that order.
Come over.
And good lift there for Tom. 3 whites, good job, Tom. The team committee, you are the lifter from Los Angeles. On the blue platform, Mark Montenegro is on deck. Zach Carr is number 3 on the blue. Okay, waiting on Zach Schmitz on the red platform. He comes from Oro Valley, Arizona. 20 years of age, lifting in the 275-pound weight class. Wade Stelzer on deck. Troy Anderson, number 3. 30 seconds for Zach Schmitz to make an appearance.
You're going with what you said.
Platform's already in the blue.
Not what I said.
We have Purdue, 179 pounds. He's 19 years of age. Let's get behind him and help him out. It's good. 2 whites. Good job. Zach Schmitz, we have about a second and a half left. Tie. We need 220. 220 for William Stoltz. From Tucson, Arizona, Troy Anderson is on deck. Roberto Galvin will be number 3 on the red. On the blue, we have Mark Montenegro from Jordanton, Texas. 18 years of age. Opening with 179 pounds. Zach Carr, you're on deck. Mason Morales will be number 3. Platform ready on the red. We can welcome William Stoltz for his first attempt. 19 years of age. 485 pounds. Let's get behind him here. I know he's got some fans out there. Let's put it together here. On the blue platform, we have Mark Montenegro from Texas. 18 years of age. 242-pound weight class. Good lift on the red. Good lift on the blue. Gentlemen.
Welcome to day 5 of the IPL World Powerlifting Championships here at downtown Las Vegas at the Golden Nugget Hotel Casino. My name is Anthony Passarello, and I'll be lift by lift action here at day 5. We watched the big boys go 242 to super heavyweight. Sorry about the delay on audio. Right when we're about to get everything online and everything set up, someone came by and kicked my camera completely down, set it offline, so I had to reconfigure some things. So we're all set and ready to go right now. What you're seeing is 2 platforms. We got red on the left, which is indicated by the red rack, blue on the right, which is indicated by the blue rack.
Platform ready on the red.
We have platform ready for Troy Anderson, 501, 227.5. These are opening attempts. Zach Carr in the blue coming up for 496.
Zach Carr.
We have 2 fights going on the blue today. We have 3 going on the red today.
496 pounds. Let's go, Zach.
For those of you who are new to powerlifting, there's 3 events: squat, bench, deadlift. You're obviously watching the squat right now. There's 2 commands in the squat. Once they're ready and set up like that, they'll get a squat command. They descend all the way down to break parallel. Once they come all the way up, come up in one steady motion, lock completely out. Once they show control, they'll get the rack command. So go ahead and watch Zach Carr. I'm sure he's going to give you a great demonstration. Squat command, break parallel, smoke it, come on up, stand straight up. Knees lock back out, and you get the rack command. There are 3 judges on all around the lifters, 1 in front, 2 on the sides. 2 on the sides, they're watching depth. The 1 in the front's giving the commands. They're in charge of the platform. They're our head referee. Roberto Galvin coming up right now, 523, 237. Mason Morales is coming up, 507, 230. You get 3 attempts in each event in the squat, bench, and deadlift. You have to be successful at least 1 attempt to go ahead and what we call create a total. If you're not successful with any one of the attempts within any of the squat, bench, deadlift, you cannot create a total, and what you do is in our industry is called bomb out.
Last one is ready on the blue. Mason Morales from
Roberto Galvin, 523 opening attempts. 19-year-old Mason Morales coming up right now, opening up on the blue platform. Good lift on the red platform. Tristan Anderson coming up, 551, 250 kilos on the red. Waiting for Mason to get the weight out. Once the platform is ready, which is loaded, the same rack heights, everything else. Platform, we call platform ready. They have 1 minute to take the bar out of the racks. Looks pretty good right there for a young man, 19 years old. Lifting in a 242 class, 2-1. Side judge guy thought he wasn't deep enough. Your hip has to break the top part of your knee to be a successful dip, a successful squat. Tristan Anderson, 551, 250, 17 years old. Big old kid right here.
On the red, we have Tristan Anderson from Minnesota, 17 years of age.
Makes that real easy.
Big bubbles, no big troubles here for Tristan. Good job. Let's take the bar to 265 for Joe Mass.
Joe Mass coming up on the red platform, 584, 265.
Number 3 on the red.
On the blue, we are waiting for John Mazza coming up, 534, 242. We do have a chat going. Rules on the chat. Any kind of profanity or kind of degrading any kind of lifter or anybody has anything to do with the meet, we will turn the chat off. We like to have the chat on so we can ask questions. We can debate back and forth, and if you ask any questions, we like to try to get the information to you. Ask questions about lifters or anything else, we're more than happy to. We had a little problem yesterday, and we're not hesitating to shut down the stream if we need to, or shut the chat off. Joe Mass coming up, 584, 265 kilo on the red. I never saw a name fit a person so well than what you see on the red. His name is Joe Mass, and he is massive. Chris Conley coming up on the blue platform, 551 opening attempt.
On the red platform, Joe Mass. 3-1 success, good job. 584 pounds. On the other side, the lifter on red. 600 pounds from Chino, California.
Bar goes to 600 pounds for O'Neal Russo on the red platform. Waiting for the platforms to be ready, waiting for O'Neal. Waiting for platform for Chris. Platform's ready for Chris. O'Neal, still waiting. We gotta get the rack height. It's up to giant man height. Watch it. Oh my God. Here comes O'Neal Russell coming up right now, taking a deep 600, lifting in the Raw division. We have 3 categories you'll see today. Raw, you hear me calling Raw. Classic Raw, which is with knee wraps, but no other supportive equipment besides belt. And you have single ply, which is 1 layer of supportive equipment. They're all intermixed. But what you'll mostly see today is you'll probably mostly see either Raw or Classic Raw with the knee wraps. That's pretty much been a very big development in powerlifting, that majority of the big meets have been Raw. You know, as far as the most competitors are Raw meets. It's kind of pendulum has kind of swung back away from gear. Part of the reason I think is, you know, you're seeing big numbers from Raw lifters that people just kind of admire and think now, since it's been done now, 1,000-pound squats Raw. Not just one freaky person, but a few people that have shown that strength, that I think people now are looking at, hey, this is good. Jack Wooderson coming up, 606 on the red. And Slade Morrell coming up. Easy squat. Let's see if they get him on depth. Oh, good lift. I'm in a bad angle, so sometimes it's hard to really see. It's better to have sit back off their hip a little bit than where I'm sitting. No lip. Got him on depth. He racked before. You have to wait for the rack command. The one frustrating thing that you'll hear me say is on the world platform that people don't know the rules. You're supposed to be a world powerlifter. You're supposed to be one of the top guys. You need to know the rules. And making mistakes like that, to me, are rookie mistakes and shouldn't happen. Now, I'm not saying that mental lapses or anything else can't happen. I'm just saying you struggle with the weight, you get a weight, and you miss this rack command. Stepping forward because you get off balance is one thing, but just going in like it's a gym. Good lift for Robert Spaniel, 606 in the books.
Same way to the bar, we put Josh Myers, Bellingham, Washington. David Maradona, you're on deck. Grant Higgin, you'll be number 3 on the red.
Chad Wilson's coming up on the blue platform, 600-pound opening attempt for this 242, 43-year-old Raw lifter.
Mike Cannon, you're number 3 on the blue.
Josh Wireman on the red platform, 606 open pound attempt. Looks pretty good right there. Looks good right there. Good lift from both eyes. Dave Breaker coming up on the blue platform, 606 as well. And Steve Maradona coming up on the red platform, 705 opening attempt. Two more people, and we'll be starting our second attempts on Flight B. If you hear the raspiness in my voice and a little bit of fatigue is that we were here broadcasting for about 14 hours yesterday. Lifting started at 9, and I don't think we got off the air. Well, almost 12 hours. 14 may be a little too much, but 12 hours. So we're just trying to getting the coffee in. Steven Maradona, 7:05 opening attempt. Little dive bomber right there. No lift, got him on depth. And he was high. Just a tad. If you hear a mute, it's not your volume, it's me. Sometimes I gotta talk to my producer, and sometimes people come up. Grant Higa coming up right now, 7-11. Grant, a strongman competitor as well. He's done a lot of pro strongmans. A little struggle right there with his opening 7-11, but he says, I got this. Don't worry. Mike Cannon, 6:28, open attempt, 285, 242. Gonna bring the bar up to 7:16, 325 for Sean Doyle. Sean Doyle has twice missed 909 at Olympia. So stick around. You might see Sean pull. You'll definitely see Sean pull over 800 today. Depends on how the day, you never know. You might be able to give 900 for a ride.
Platform ready on the red. Welcome Sean Doyle from Oregon. 716 pounds. Let's go, Sean.
Mike Cannon coming up 6:28. He'll be finishing up our first attempts on the blue. Sean Doyle will be finishing up our first attempts on the red. Well, we seem to be kind of moving at a snail's pace here. I think yesterday just took a lot out of people as far as the workers and stuff. I mean, 12 hours of loading and spotting, judging.
All right, platform ready for your world record attempt by Mike Cannon, his opener. First attempt, come on, let's get you out of here.
Sean Doyle. Oh, cakewalk. Oh, they get him on depth. Was it?
Rob Philippus, your lifter on the red platform. Zach Schmitzer on deck. Elton Smith will be number 3 on the red.
Mike Cannon, one. Good lift.
Good job, Mike. And we have a world record on the red platform.
Looks like they're bringing the weight back down. Or no, I'm sorry. 352 and a half. I didn't. Where the screens are at, where I'm at, it's sometimes hard to see every person. You'd be impressed where they're at that I can see any of it. But Rob Philippus is coming up right now, 777 opening attempt, the Raw division. And man, this guy massive. Big old beast. Platform's ready for Rob Philippus. And the bar's coming back down on the blue for Thomas Matlock, 190 kilos. Man, what is going on? They seem like they just can't get. They're just like almost seems like.
Okay, let's get behind Rob Philippus of Glenwood, Iowa. A world record, 777 pounds on his first attempt. Let's go. Let's make a little noise out there.
Rob lifting in a 308 pound class.
Come on.
Wow, deep and easy. Wow. Good lift.
Very easily there. Good job. Good job, Rob. On the red, Zach Schmitz, our second attempts.
Thomas Matlock's coming up right now, 420 for his second attempt on the blue platform. Zach is coming up on the red platform for his second attempt as they strip it down, all the way down from 777, which is, I'm sure this next one's going to be well over 800.